Hello and good day, my friends. My name is Gentleman Hunter, and welcome back to the Premier Draft League Season 7. Technically Week 3, but this is only my second battle of the season. I am facing the Herkimer Drednaws, and their coach Image Tortuga. I am both excited and terrified for this battle. I will go over my team again like last week after the battle has been had. But until then, I will be right back with you once I connect with you. And we are back. Alright, I'll decide the rules here. Double battle normal rules, no big deal there. Let's see here. Bit of an unconventional looking team, at least in my opinion. But we'll see how things fare. And let's see what kind of team Image is rocking this season or this week as well. So I know there's a few scary Pokemon I'm worried to see and also expecting to see at the same time. So we'll see what actually is brought. There we go. A large part of what I actually expected to see. Comfey was kind of up in the air, but I definitely expected Porygon 2 and Alchemy. Kind of surprised by Rhydon, but also not at the same time. Talonflame I for sure expected to see today. And Gardevoir's not too surprising either, in all honesty. Ooh, how do I want to lead this? Might start with the Claw and Clefable. I mooned you. Because I'm worried a bit about the Talonflame as a lead. But if he doesn't lead it, I do have Stealth Rocks on Clefable. Just for a extra backing unit. To hopefully put a little bit of a dent into that Talonflame if he decides to switch out. But I think this is what I'm going to go with here. Best of luck, Image, and I hope we both have fun. But I let Clefable and Matang. I love that trainer card of Images, that's so funny. Let's see what he leads. Yep, Porygon 2 and Talonflame. Not exactly what I would say I expected, honestly. But nothing hurts with a good follow me and Rock Slide on the off chance he doesn't just immediately switch out with U-turn on his Talonflame there. I for sure I half expect Trick Room to go up as well. But that's just gotta wait and see what he has in mind, because he might try to just knock out the Matang as well with maybe a Flare Blitz or even Flamethrower. That's how he's running his Talonflame. Just so much is going into this battle, and I'm not sure exactly what to expect from any of it. Yep, Flare Blitz into Clefable. Porygon 2 avoided the attack, which is fine, and I knock out Talonflame with the Matang. Oh, and he went straight for the attack on Clefable with the Porygon there. Well, it may have been on Matang, but we see how well that went. And I'm not sure he was expecting Talonflame to go down in that first turn either. That extra recoil, I'm sure, helped a lot, but I feel like his Talonflame may have been banded, given the damage done to Clefable. I couldn't be too sure 100% on that one, but I would guess banded. Especially with the prospect of a Eviolite Matang on the field. Nice shiny Rhydon. Let's see here. I think I'm just gonna double into that Rhydon and see if I can, or just get rid of it. And if Clefable goes down to Porygon 2, then that'll be fine. I don't really think Rhydon is really that big of an issue, but Porygon 2 I feel I can also just kind of hang out on the field with no issues. I think I might be faster than Rhydon, especially if it's Eviolite, but I know my Matang is more bulky than anything. And frankly, so is Clefable, but just over half with Ice Beam. Why does that seem so low? Or so much? Matang KOs Rhydon as well. Nice. And Clefable sadly goes down there. So I'll just go into Rillaboom so I can try knocking off. Hopefully, I'd assume a Eviolite off of a Porygon 2. But Matang has been putting in some mighty fine work these last two battles. I'm both surprised, but not at the same time, too. Ooh, Alchemy out now, huh? Might as well keep up with the Iron Head. Do I want to knock off the... whatever. Yeah, I'm just going to knock off the Alchemy. It's going to probably G-Max right in my face, but if I can at least maybe hopefully get rid of its item, it might come in handy. And Rillaboom should honestly live whatever attack comes its way. At least from the G-Max Alchemy, especially if it's not Wildfire, just Max Fire attack. Because I'm holding the Assault Vest, which should hopefully help that out. I'm pretty sure Matang should also live Max Fire from Alchemy as well, especially since it's still full health. And anyone who says that G-Max Alchemy is not scary has not seen the calcs I've seen. Oh, weakness policy. Perfect. Perfect turn for me. Yep, did not go down. Sun is up, and see what Porygon does here. Oh, Shadow Ball probably didn't knock out Matang, which I will be fine with. Yep. Porygon 2 KOs Matang. Now that brings me to a very interesting proposition here. Because I know Porygon 2 has Shadow Ball, which is fantastic against my Gengar, which frankly can't do much to it this week because I did not bring anything to do anything with it. And I'll just Grassy Glide into Alchemy, because I feel like it's going to be more physical, or not physical, more special attacker set than defensive. But it could be pretty high in defenses. Just largely basing off of weakness policy and the damage it did to Metang. Yeah, for sure, a lot more defense, or a lot more attack than defense. And yes, my Toxic got off on Porygon 2. By DK survives that easily with the item I gave it. Decent damage off of my Magmar there too. So probably pretty offensive Porygon 2 as well. Just gonna try to get rid of this Alchemy, especially with the sun up right now. Grassy Glide should bring it real close, and hopefully Flamethrower should finish it off if everything works out proper. But I knew that Porygon 2 was going to be a bit of an issue, but also felt that if I could just poison it, the timer alone would help me out. Now, I'm more than sure I've very well confused Image and everything that we had planned and talked about just before prepping, just of how scared and rough this was going to be. Yep, Magmar KO's Alchemy. Which worked out exactly the way I had hoped. And still trying to get Magmar down, which is fine. No matter what he brings out next, I may just have to knock off Porygon 2. Just to get the item off of it, for the most part, to be perfectly frank. Gardevoir has Trace, not bad, not bad. Probably gonna try knocking out DK here, I think. My Rillaboom. I don't know what he's gonna try next. I'm sure. I have a feeling Gardevoir might be Choice Scarfed. We'll see what kind of damage happens to Rillaboom here too. I'm assuming he's either Dazzle Gleaming or Mystical Fire, maybe even Psychic. Trying to get rid of my Rillaboom. Or he might target down the Magmar because it has Toxic, and he's afraid of that. So many little questions that need to be answered. I'm still faster? What? Yep, Eviolite is down. And Magmar is KO'd by Gardevoir. And DK takes a beating off of Confe. Or not Confe, of Porygon. Let's see, do I want to just Bullet Seed since I'm in grassy terrain? I think I will. And then just Drain Punch the Porygon too, just to hopefully get some extra HP back off of it. I'm actually rather pleasantly surprised by my team this week. I felt like it was kind of just a wish and see how things work out. It looks like my Cinchino takes out Gardevoir. And Rillaboom KOs Porygon too. We got some decent health back all around from that Drain Punch too, which is really nice. Just guarantee 5 hits off of that, and might as well just Grassy Glide. I'm expecting a priority Draining Kiss or something, yep, like that. Which won't do much because of my Assault Vest, which is nice. I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another turn to another turn to knock out here. Because it looks like it's rather bulky. Yep, even has a berry just for extra healing potential. And I'm sure you saw the multiple crits off of Bullet Seed. I will actually go over that in my team breakdown here in a moment. Because there's a very good reason for that. Yep, and looks like Rillaboom gets the final hit on the Comfey here. GG to Image. That was a fantastic battle and a lot harder and crazier than I ever expected. And like I said, I will be back with the team breakdown here in just one moment. So I will see you shortly. Alright, and welcome back. Here's the team breakdown, and obviously we're starting off with my Gengar here. It didn't have a chance to come out in battle, but that Porygon 2 with Shadow Ball really was honestly keeping me from bringing it out. But it had the Life Orb, and the moves Protect, Psychic, Shadow Ball, and Sludge Bomb. Protect was largely on the off chance that I was out against G-Max Alchemy, or even Gardevoir, honestly. If it were Scarfed, I could protect myself and see what move it was going to go for. Either Gigantamax afterwards, or just see whatever happened. Otherwise, Just Psychic was all-around coverage for potential Galarian Zapdos that Image could have brought. Let's see here. Otherwise, I just had Sludge Bomb on there for the Alchemy, and even Gardevoir, honestly, even Decidueye, which he could have easily just brought, or even Comfort. It could have been used on Comfort too. But other than that, Shadow Ball was just largely so I can have my G-Max Terror move. Just an overall strong stab ghost type attack. And like I said, Psychic was primarily there for Galarian Zapdos or even Hitmonchan. Next we have Beats by DK, holding the Assault Vest like I made mention of before. And the moves Fake Out, Drain Punch, Grassy Glide, and Knock Off. Fake Out was a very tempting move to use against Talonflame if I led with DK, my Rillaboom. I wasn't sure if I was willing to risk the chance that it had Flame Body when I could have burned myself on accident and made things a lot harder on myself. Otherwise, Knockoff was there for mostly the Porygon 2 just to get rid of its item, and that knockoff on Alchemy was the most clutch thing in the battle, I feel. Just because Weakness Policy gives you a +2 in attack and special attack if you're hit by a move that you're weak against. Otherwise, Grassy Glide is just a staple move on Rillaboom with having the Grassy Surge ability, and Drain Punch is fantastic for Porygon 2 and just any other rock types or water types, or not water types, any rock types or normal types he may have had or brought. And just good for overall healing. Next is Clefable with the leftovers, with Follow Me, Ice Beam, Moonblast, and Stealth Rock. Stealth Rock was very much so on the off chance if Talonflame decided to switch out on me. The next turn I could have set up Stealth Rocks and crippled it greatly with 50% of its health. Outside of that, Ice Beam and Moonblast were just good coverage moves for, as you saw, Rhydon in the battle, and also just Moonblast for the overall stab. Next we have Metang. I feel like the MVP of this battle and the overall underdog for my team in the league. Metang has just been putting forth so much work for me. I knew it was a real good Mon with real good stats. I understand. Yeah, it helps that it evolves into a pseudo legendary. I never expected it to be this good. Obviously with Bullet Punch, Iron Head, Rock Slide, and Zen Headbutt. Rock Slide was largely for Talonflame. That was frankly it. Iron Head and Bullet Punch were for Alchemy and his other fairy types if the Claw was still around. And then we have Cinccino. Fantastic little guy. Holding the Scope Lens, which boosts my critical hit ratio. That's why you would see so many critical hits flying off of it. And obviously the ability of Skill Link, which makes multi-strike hits hit every time. That's how my Bullet Seed was able to hit every time. Otherwise, there's Rock Blast, Tail Slap, and Triple Axle, which are very much so just the same principle of move. And last but not least, we have my Magmar, which I actually brought from Pokemon Go into Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, because that's the only place that I could easily get the moves Seismic Toss and Toxic onto it. Otherwise, I would have never had Toxic, and that Porygon would have been more of a menace, I feel like. Otherwise, just Psychic and Flamethrower for just overall coverage moves. And I'm so proud of the team I made and just how well they performed. They honestly did better than I had expected, but I was so incredibly nervous for this battle that I felt like I was going to lose. But again, GG's to Image. He is such a fantastic person, fantastic battler, and he really did give me a run for my money. That was real rough and really hard to plan for. I will be making sure I leave his channel in the description, and so you can check him out and later see his view of the battle. But that'll do it for me today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye.